Welcome, Virgo, to your March 2026 tarot reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Hope everyone's doing fantastic out there today. And let's see what's going on using the Runic Tarot. Also, just a quick reminder to hit that thumbs up button and leave me a comment. Both are very much appreciated. Let's get started. Three cards. Knight of Swords, Two of Swords. Oh no, I've got a mix-up going on here. And the King of Swords. Very interesting energy. A lot of swords going on there. Are you in your head about something? What you don't see is the Chariot. What to look for is Two of Pentacles. Unexpected is the Moon. Okay, and then Challenge. The Tower. And where does this lead? We've got the Fool. Well, that's nice. And Ace of Cups. New things are coming in. Let's see. We've got Hermit at the bottom of the deck, followed by the Ace of Wands. There's definitely a new energy coming, but it comes from, you kind of, excuse me, been in Hermit mode for a bit here. What is the advice? We'll put that over here, which is the Magician. So here, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I feel like things are definitely changing, and they're going to change fast. And once they do, that fastness comes in with that Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords. Okay, once that change happens and it comes in quickly, the Two of Swords is okay, you'll have to make a decision here. And there's going to be a decision you need to make, and you're going to decide something very specific. I'm going to look more into that King and see what it is. It does lead to the right place, but it is going to take a change for that to happen, because your challenge is the Tower. Not that the Tower is going to happen, but the challenge is that either, I mean, it could be that the challenge is this change, because Hermit to Knight of Swords is quite a huge difference. To me, this is that chaotic energy. Comes in like so much out of the blue that it's just like, oh my God, it kind of feels chaotic. But that's why it leads to that decision. Let's take a look further into that Knight of Swords, please, for our Virgos. Knight of Swords. Okay, we got the Temperance and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so the Ace of Wands is at the bottom of the deck after that Hermit. So definitely, like, this is, tell you, it's like things just happened. The Temperance can be about, you know, alchemy, making things happen, creating your own destiny type of deal. But the Ace of Wands is like, whoa, it's starting. And it's like, this is something you've been working on or trying to think about, or you know, trying to make happen with that Temperance, but it's coming out of the blue. You want this, it's just coming a lot quicker than you anticipated. So it's like, you know, be careful what you wish for type situation. So what is the Two of Swords? This is the Two of Swords. What is this decision about? What is going on here? I feel like it comes in really fast. And the Two of Swords is that stall energy. You're stalling. I feel like it's just stalling. Because you're going from a Hermit to Swords, and then your challenge is the Tower. I feel like you might be stalling it here. Yeah, Five of Swords, Four of Swords. Yep, you're stalling it. This isn't really a decision as much as you want this to happen. The decision isn't a decision or a choice or whatever. It is you saying, "Whoa, pump the brakes. It's too fast for you right now. Came in too quickly, even though you wanted it." Because the Four of Swords, to me, this Two of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, really? It's like, wait a minute, I was chilling and now I gotta fight. Like, what the heck? What's going on here? And it's not really a fight as much as it is a movement. Four of Swords. So I see the Four to the Five more as forward movement, but that Four of Swords goes back to that Hermit. Like, chilled, relaxed, not much going on. Dang, now we've leveled up here. Things are starting to happen. So I feel like it could be the other thing. It could be you deciding, well, do I really want this? I wish for it. I tried to make it happen, but now that it's here, do I really want it? The King of Swords says, yes, you do. To me, that's what the King of Swords is saying here in this reading. Yes, you do. You want this. The King of Swords makes plans. He's a doer. He like not isn't a doer. He plans, and then once he's planned, he knows exactly where he wants to go. So you're going to know how to move forward. It's just a little bit of a stun, like a yeah. You're kind of like whoa, surprised, and that's what that Knight of Swords is. So yeah, okay. The Five of Cups to the Page of Cups. Yeah, you are tired of being disappointed, and it's time to move forward. Now the Page of Cups is a the pages are all young. It's time to like renew yourself here. So yes, you're ready. Yes, you want to move forward. Yes, you're tired of disappointments. But I think that's why this is a little scary, because it's coming in so quickly that you're kind of afraid you might get disappointed. And that's why you have some stall tactics over here. What you don't see is the Chariot. It's going to happen with or without you. This Chariot's moving at 100 miles an hour at least. The Chariot is fast. It's going. It's moving. Things are happening. It may be hard. It may be difficult, but things are happening. Tell me more about the Chariot. Seven of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles. Now you wanted this, darn it. Tell me again you wanted this Seven of Wands standing up for something. The Nine of Pentacles, leading to more success as well. So this is taking you into success. However, again, this is something you've wanted. You just didn't expect it to move so quickly. So let's go. Let's keep going here. We've got the Two of Wands, or I'm sorry, Two of Pentacles in what to look for. This is a pretty self-explanatory here. Two of Pentacles, I always read it as having your house in order, so to speak, knowing how to make room for all of the things, balancing, home with work, with love, with kids, with all of these things that you've got to balance. And this is asking you to put your house in order, because it'll make this move a lot easier. So that's why I don't feel like this needs to be clarified. It's pretty clear that that's what you need to look for. It's like kind of like advice, right? Because that's the energy, like balancing this out. You have it in you to do that. You just need to rearrange the schedule or something here. Moon is in the unexpected. And I think like what you didn't expect, I feel like, is to be so clear. Let's clarify that. Moon for you. What is the moon telling us? Moon, moon, moon. Yeah, Eight of Swords with the Two of Swords. So, yeah, you're realizing the moon comes in unexpectedly because you realize, yeah, I'm causing my own stagnation here. Like I told you here before, where you're kind of like making things stop. That Two of Swords is like you not necessarily making a decision, but you stopping things. And this is what is unexpected. I think what comes in very clear to you is that you need to keep moving, that you're causing your own Two of Sword, Eight of Sword feeling. When you stay stuck with the Two of Swords, it puts you right into that Eight of Swords feeling, because if you don't make a decision, you're stuck, So I think that that's what the moon is saying, that things are going to start becoming very clear, that you're causing your own like stagnant feeling. And that's why this tower is so important in your challenge. Let's clarify it, but I do believe it's just you dealing with the change that's challenging. It's not that this is something, well, it's crazy here. The tower isn't the crazy part. The Knight of Swords is. But it's also not something that you didn't expect. You completely expected it because you wanted it to happen. You were working towards it. It just kind of happened too quickly. It's like when you put your house on the market or something and you expect it to, take a couple months to sell, and it sells immediately, and all of a sudden you're signing papers and doing this and doing that, packing, getting going, all of these things that need to be done. That's what it feels like to me. Like that's how I can identify with it right now, because that's kind of what my life is doing. But tell me about the tower. Yeah, death, changes. So yeah, I mean, this has to do, yeah, it's going to be a struggle. This is going to be changes, and it could affect a relationship. I don't think necessarily in a negative way. When I see the death card, I always think of that as transformation, growth, good stuff. The death card here is saying that, yeah, what you have changes coming in, and it's going to be difficult to deal with them. And that makes complete sense why this is in the challenge. It's not like, oh, this is unusual that you should be challenged by this. But this is super cool because this all leads to a brand new beginning with the Fool. And the Fool is a cool beginning. Like, it's like, okay, I'm just going to trust the universe here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to jump in and I'm kind of just going to go for it. And the Ace of Cups, it leads to something really, not only a new beginning, but a new beginning that feels really good. It could be a new relationship for some of you. Um, but whatever it is, it's definitely very important. Tell me more about this Fool. Anything more about this Fool for our Virgos? Five of Swords. See, it was worth fighting for. This is something you've been working on, the Five of Swords. And you feel like this is going to be your, what you've been desiring, dreaming for, looking forward to. So this may be tough, but again, this is great because you have done the work. Ace of Pentacles was after that. This is really good new beginnings for you. This is happening sometime either latter part of March into April. I don't want to give too much on timing because it could be anytime. It could be next week. But Ace of Cups, please. Anything more about the Ace of Cups? You got the Fool with the Six of Wands. Yeah, this is going, yeah, this was totally worth it. This is something that you finally recognize, Six of Wands. Yes, this is worth me going all in. Yes, it's worth me to take that leap of faith. Yes, this is a new beginning and it will feel good at that point. So it starts feeling better. You just right now are dealing with all of the changes that are happening. And it's a little bit scary. So your advice as the magician, I kind of have to giggle now that I've had this because it also tells me you've made this, you put this on yourself, which is, I mean, that's fine. Like, it makes me kind of smile because sometimes when we want something to happen, it happens too quickly. It's hard. But also just know that you've got everything it takes to do this because the most important thing is that Two of Pentacles and what to look for is just saying, okay, how can I organize my time better to make this all work so I'm not kind of fluttering around and feeling like, things are just out of control. You need that control. As a Virgo, you're grounded. You need that consistency. You need that control. Well, it's up to you to do that. So once you do that, you'll be able to deal with this change without a problem. And this says you absolutely can do it. So you can do this. So there you have your reading, Virgo. I love it. I love that you're, taking on something new. It just will be a little struggle until it kind of settles in. And you got this. So take care. Have a beautiful day.